Hey, we've gotten to the last of our quadrilaterals. This special one is called the kite. Oh, and look, someone's out there flying their kite. Kitty, you better move there, cat. Hurry, get out of the way. Okay, so what do we have here? We got a kite. What makes it a kite? Key thing to note in the very top picture there with the definition, yes, there are two pairs of congruent sides, but notice they are not opposite sides that are congruent. Right? If the opposite sides were congruent, it would be a parallelogram. We are talking about a kite. Middle picture, notice that the diagonals are perpendicular. So if you know you have a kite, you know the diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Also, bottom picture, notice that if you have a kite, there's exactly one pair of congruent angles. Right? Look at the diagram, notice where they are. Right? They're not the vertices where the congruent sides meet. Right? They're the vertices when the two different sides meet. Just one example. There's something slightly different than this on the worksheet, but I kind of want you to try to do some self-exploration on it. So I'm not doing an example of it. Instead, I'll just show an example of this type. Can I find the measurement of angle G? Well, if we go back to the very first lesson of this unit, you learned that if it was a quadrilateral, the four interior angles have to have a sum of 360 degrees. So I know the measurement of angle E plus the measurement of angle F plus the measurement of angle G plus the measurement of angle H, they have to have a sum of 360 degrees. Now, I also know that the measurement of angle E has to be equal to the measurement of angle G because those two angles are congruent. So notice the small change I made in my equation. I substituted the measurement of angle G for the measurement of angle E. Of course, I can now substitute the values, 40 degrees for the measurement of angle F, and 100 degrees for the measurement of angle H. Combine like terms. I have two of those measures of angle G, and then of course 40 plus 100 makes the 140. Now to isolate the variable, I need to subtract 140 from each side. So 360 degrees, subtract 140 degrees, makes 220 degrees. Now to isolate the variable, let's divide both sides of the equation by 2. So I now know that the measure of angle G is 110 degrees. And if they'd also asked about the measurement of angle E would also be 110 degrees. Again, the worksheet has some slightly different questions, but I want you the chance to do some self-exploration and self-discovery and see how things go. And then after the worksheet, there's an IXL that will reinforce some of the concepts we've been working on.